Fantastic Beasts: The Crimes of Grindelwald opened to a mixed reception this past weekend, and with a swish, a flick, some polyjuice potion, and these 4 reasons, this is how we're gonna get this franchise back on track. My name is Tom, and this is Tom's Take. Before we get into today's video, guys, if you have not subscribed to this channel yet, make sure you hit that subscribe button down there and ring that notifications bell so that you never miss out on my take on all things movies. Okay, so I've got 4 ways that I think they can improve on this Fantastic Beasts franchise. Let's count them down. So, number 4, give us more likable characters. You know, Newt Scamander is not the most charismatic character that's out there. And really, I find it very hard to get invested in this character. He's always looking down and to the left. He's always awkward. He's not very charismatic. He's not very charming. You know, unlike Harry and Ron and Hermione, they were characters we could get invested in and fall in love with really quickly. And I'm really struggling to fall in love with Newt Scamander. I'm not saying that you can't have characters, you know, your characters always have to be happy and charming and all that, but there's something about Newt that just isn't likable, and you just don't really care about him. I think it's probably because we don't really know that much about him, you know. We were invested in Harry's story, we're not invested in Newt's story, and that's something that they could change, that could really turn this franchise around, is just make him a little bit more likable. Make him a little bit, maybe a bit more relatable. Number 3, bring back the magic. The 2 Fantastic Beasts movies have lacked some magic, and yes, pun intended. You know, in the original Harry Potter films, they had this level of charm to them. They had this sense of wonder. They had this level of magic to them. And the Fantastic Beasts movies just seem to be drained of all of that. It just seems like, oh, we're in the 1920s and it's a very depressing era, so it's all got to be dark and doom and gloom. And no, not really. You know, this is a magical, fantastical world. It should be more magical than it is, and it really just feels like, you know, pre-war depression kind of era, and it's very dark and doom and gloom, and that's not really exciting for me as a film goer. You know, yes, I don't mind a bit of dark and doom and gloom, but you got to kind of build up to that. If you start your franchise with that, it just sort of makes it boring. Number 2, change the director. You know, David Yates has directed Order of the Phoenix, Half-Blood Prince, Deathly Hallows 1, 2, Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them, and The Crimes of Grindelwald. You know, when one director stays on the same property for too long, they start to lose their creative juices for that movie, or for that franchise, I should say. And you can really see the quality just kind of dip. We saw it happen with, say, Sam Raimi's Spider-Man trilogy. By Spider-Man 3, he was worn out, he was tired, and we got Spider-Man 3, and look what happened. We saw it happen with George Lucas and the Star Wars prequel trilogy. We saw it happen with Peter Jackson from Lord of the Rings to The Hobbit. We saw those movies dip in quality, and we're seeing it now with this Harry Potter Wizarding World franchise. I gave this example in my review of Crimes of Grindlewald, but look what happened when they changed the director in Harry Potter from Chris Columbus from the first 2 to Alfonso Cuarón in Prisoner of Azkaban. We got possibly the best Harry Potter movie we've ever had in Prisoner of Azkaban with Alfonso Cuarón, because they changed the director up, gave it a fresh pair of eyes, a fresh take, and just a better movie and a new direction for this franchise to go. They need to change the director up. I've been saying it since Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them came out. Unfortunately, it doesn't look like that's going to happen. I think David Yates has actually signed on to direct 3, 4, and 5 of this Fantastic Beasts universe. I'm not very happy about that, but we'll see what he comes up with. And number 1, my biggest problem by far with this Fantastic Beasts universe is the writing. J.K. Rowling is not an established screenwriter. I'm not hating on J.K. Rowling. I think she is a great writer. She can write amazing novels, but her writing as a screenplay writer isn't up to scratch. If you're handing movies with a budget this big, you know, $100 million plus, you don't want to give it to a first-time screenwriter, and that's what they did with J.K. Rowling. Yes, I understand she can write novels, but novels and screenplays are 2 incredibly different things to write. And to me, the writing in the Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them movie was pretty bad. The Fantastic Beasts and Crimes of Grindelwald, the writing in that was even worse. The dialogue was awful in my opinion, and the story was just cluttered and all over the place. And I really hate to say it, but they really do need to simplify these scripts down, because even hardcore Harry Potter fans that I've spoken to who have seen the Crimes of Grindelwald really had no idea what the hell was going on in the bad way, not in the good way. And that can't be happening if you're writing these movies. You know, Crimes of Grindlewald really was written for the hardcore Harry Potter fan base, and most of those don't even understand what the hell's going on. Get an established screenplay writer in there to either write the screenplay on their own or work with J.K. Rowling, someone she trusts, to help really tighten up these scripts and make them the best scripts they can be, because she just doesn't have the experience writing screenplays that she should have had for movies with this big of a budget. I understand it's her universe and all this stuff, and that's fine. She should definitely come up with a story, but she definitely needs help writing the screenplay. Let me know in the comment section below what you think of the points that I've raised here in this video today, and do you think this franchise needs fixing? If it does, let me know in the comment section below how you think they can improve upon the Fantastic Beasts franchise, or if it doesn't need improving at all. If you disagree with my points, I'd love to hear from you as well. Tell me why you disagree. Let's have a discussion in the comment section below. Thank you for watching my video, guys. If you have not already, please hit that subscribe button and ring that notifications bell so that you never miss out on my take on all things movies. My name is Tom, and I will see you guys next time.